this thing on? Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Flower Tender by Debora. So good to be with you today. It's a nice, beautiful day out here. I hope it is where you are. I'm super excited about this arrangement today. It's super duper 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 easy. No less dupers in there. Okay, so I'm using a square box container. It has a liner already, which is a bonus whenever you see a container that has a liner in it, because I'm going to be using floral foam. And so obviously you need something that's not gonna leak. Here's a tip. If you have a container that you love, that you wanna use, like for instance, a jewelry box, this is what you can do. If you don't have a liner already fitted, get a plastic bag, or you can use cellophane, which is what I normally use, but I'm just showing you how easy this can be. This is gallon size, I think. I really know my size chart really well. Up here, I got it. Anywho, get the size you need for the container, however big it is, and then just stick it in. You will just hide the top of it. It doesn't have to be perfect because you'll cover with moss, and so you won't see the plastic, but this is a way you can use a container that doesn't have a liner. Now you know the tricks of the trade. And that's it, it'll look like that, kind of rough. And then you'll be able to put your foam in and nothing's gonna leak. Unless you have a hole in the bag. Don't do that, don't put a hole in your bag. So all you need for this arrangement are roses, any color, maybe the favorite color of the person you're giving the gift to. White would be beautiful. People make these for centerpieces for tables at weddings all the time. It's super popular. These beautiful roses, they're pretty closed still, but they will open up, so don't worry if they're too closed when you buy them. They will open up and be beautiful, but I loved the color of these like variegated two-tone coral and yellow color. Look how pretty, super pretty. So this is like my favorite color. And so I can never resist when I see it at the store. But actually they were the prettiest ones there, so that's why I got them. I'm going to get my floral foam. I got the dry brick that I purchased from online on Amazon, actually. Comes in a pack of 6. It's the wet foam, but it's dry when you buy it, people. So I simply soaked it in my bucket and it's ready to go. I'm literally going to take a knife. I've had it for a long time. It doesn't have to be super sharp, just something to cut the foam. It's very easy to cut. Normally I measure up against my container and literally score it. It's called scoring it when you just kind of do a line. You want the largest amount of brick that you can place in your container so you have the most surface area to stick the stems into. Okay, so I have my square brick placed inside my container in the liner, and as long as your foam sits about at least a ½ inch below the lip of your container, then that's perfect, because you want to be able to place your moss in and it'll stay put at the end when we're finishing it off. So it's gonna be a fast one, people, because you need like literally 9 flowers for this. Okay, I'm going to cut my roses about 6 inches long. So it's not very tall. Don't worry, it's okay to cut rose stems short when you're doing an arrangement like this. It's really cool. Literally, the roses are only going to stick up about 1 inch from the top of the container. So you place it in and you push it down. See that? Boom. These roses are small, so maybe I'll use more than 9, but basically you're doing rows. You definitely want to take off all the greens because they're not going to look good in this arrangement. We're using moss after. You want your rose stems to stick into the foam about 1.5 inches or 2 inches. That's it. And you stick them side by side. See? Okay. I'll be able to get 4 in a row because these are not huge roses. I'll have a row of 3 going this way. moss time. This time I'm going to use Spanish moss, and mine came in a bag like this. Get it on Amazon, people. Search for green Spanish moss, and that's where you'll find it. I actually found this at Home Goods in the aisle when I was checking out. So keep your eyes open and look around. You never know what you're gonna find. This was a useful one. A lot of times the things that go in the cart are not useful. This one, useful. I use the moss all the time in my arrangements. It comes in like a big wad. You literally take chunks out. I kind of keep them together because look, you can just do a side all at once. This is super easy. Stick it in, kind of push it in between the stems a little bit, and then just do that to all sides. Just make sure. Sometimes you can see the foam in there in between, see? So I'm gonna put more moss in between here to make sure that there's nothing peeking through. Never, ever, ever have the floral foam showing. That's a big no-no. So just keep adding moss or fluff it up until you don't see it. It's simple like that. Also, don't throw your moss away after your flowers are done. When you throw your flowers out into the garbage when they're all finished and they're dead, keep the moss. Dry it out if it's damp from the foam and reuse it on your next arrangement. It's totally acceptable. You will, however, throw your floral foam away because there's too many holes in it. You can't do another arrangement. You can't soak the water up anymore. So the flowers and the foam go. Do not throw the liner away. That's happened before on accident. Okay, guess what? We're done with the flower part. Told you it was easy and fast. So this is a quick last minute, get your dozen roses at the grocery store and have some boxes when you see them wherever you're shopping. On Amazon is where I got this box. It's always handy to have these around to give as gifts, or have it for yourself for sure, on your table or your nightstand by your bedside table or in your bathroom. How pretty. I want to finish it off with a ribbon or a bow. I always think when you're giving something as a gift, it just gives it that little extra special touch to have a ribbon. In this particular case, I got this one from Michael's. The fun part, where to cut the ribbon so you don't cut it too short or you don't cut it too long and waste. I hate that. I have so many small pieces of ribbon. What do you do with that? I don't know. I'll let you know when I find something cool. So I eyeball it. Just gonna eyeball it. Pick the best side, and then I love just playing with the ribbon and figuring out, up high, in the middle, down low a little bit, down low with the bow. If you've seen one of my other videos, you'll get that. I'm going to put the bow down low.
Down low with the bow.
Hold on. It's like really hard to make a bow with this ribbon. It does not slide on itself very well. So I made it too short. Good job, Debs. So it's gonna be a little bow, but it kind of might look funky like that. Just wait and see. Dun dun dun. Is the suspense killing ya? Only I can see the bow that I've done over here. Okay, I'll hurry up. You ready?
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm finished. I did it. It's like a box of chocolates, but it's flowers. Isn't that cool? I just think it's awesome. You can use any flowers that have hardy stems, like roses, so that they'll stick in the foam, and it's super easy. I mean, I'm serious. You could totally do this. Actually, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. What I did, I printed out a picture of my family because this gift is for my mother-in-law. She'll love it, I think. I'm pretty sure I would if it was my kids. The chopsticks that you get, simply pull them apart, place the photo or a card, a birthday card, whatever the case may be, put your chopstick on the back and then tape it down, and then you will stick it in. Boom. I stick it into my phone. And now it's a super personal gift for somebody. And then they just take the photo out and put it wherever they want to put it. So that's it. I'm done with this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I love thinking inside the box. I will do many more, don't you worry. Get your roses or your other flowers ready and let's do this thing. Hope you had fun. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, moms, grandmas, aunts, uncles, whatever. I appreciate it. See you next time. Bye for now. Mwah.